Realteatimetarot here with another message from Spirit. And I'm just going to come with them as they come to me. If I'm able to, create footage, I'll do that. I can't always do it, but today I can, at this time while my little people are asleep. And so Spirit came to me with the two words hostile takeover. And so I initially thought of, hostile takeover is like you hear some corporate establishment is, taking some company from some old guy or somebody's family was left with it, and oh, now what, this big company wants to, use something eminent domain, they call it, knock that place down and put up one of their big buildings. That's hostile takeover in my mind, but Spirit led me to, a different understanding of it. It was like, do you have this nasty attitude that you've been lurking around with for you don't even know how long, you're not even sure where it came from, you just know you woke up one day with a case of, the negative Nancy's as they call it. And so are you, living in that, living in that facade, pretending you don't know, what's wrong or why you have this negative demeanor about yourself? Or are you at a point where you're definitely going to address it, right? Like, it's like, hey, I have so much to accomplish. I have people looking up to me. I don't want to come off like that to people. I know somebody needs me to be their encouragement today. So, yeah, I do have an attitude, but I'm definitely not going to inflict it on someone that may be going through something 1,000 times worse than whatever reason I chose to stay in that negative light that I'm in. Me saying I, because, a story comes upon me of something that I was dealing with. It was ugly, it was nasty. It was like, hey, you know what, I'm dealing with some mess. I'm in a relationship with someone that I love dearly, but I am not, I'm the, quote unquote victim of unrequited love. And, my man's not coming correct. He is stashing money and or, has done whatever with it. We're not even going to touch on that. And we're going to say, let me get back to the story, which was my car note's like short. I'm dealing with one of these, trashy car note companies. I'm barely getting on my feet. Had an opportunity to go to any car lot I wanted to, but foolishly I went to, one of these, tote the note lots. That was my mistake, my decision. But bam, my car note's due. I'm $70 short. And I'm at school, I went to school, and all through the day it was like plaguing me. You got to get this money. You got to get this $70, and it's coming on like, just after lunch, and I'm trying to leave out the door, and I don't even have a ride sitting outside actually because, my man is in my car. My partner, you want to call him a man, whatever you want to call it at the time, he's in my car. The car that the note's not paid on because I'm $70 short. And, a client that always comes to me, she grabs me and she says, hey, come on, come do my hair. And I'm like, I got an attitude. I'm not going to stay here because I don't want anyone to be the victim of my attitude. That was exactly what I spoke. And she said, girl, rebuke that devil and come on and do my hair. And I was like, whoa, let me just go do her hair. Because knowing, like, that's what I love. Why am I even mad, really? this is something I've been going through. I just got to find, make that plan to make that first step to remove myself from the situation. So I take her to the shampoo bowl and I shampoo her hair. So after I shampoo her hair, she says, she said, well, I want to give you a tip. She said, but I'm going to ask your teacher first because I don't know if you guys can take tips or something like that. And she went to the counselor, and this is the same guy that, signed me up to go to school. And I saw him looking in the envelope, and he was saying, oh no, I can't take this. You just give it to her. And so, lo and behold, she gives me this envelope, and, you know, just before she had come in the door, even though I was angry, I felt my hands itching, which is, the old people say, your hands itching, rub your pocket, you're going to get some money. And, I don't know how true that is for others, but for me, anything that my great-grandparents told me, I just honor them by doing that thing. It's not a religious thing. It's love for excuse me. Okay, as I was saying, excuse me, it's just to honor them, you know? And so she hands me, well, let me wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. I feel my hands itching, so I rub my pocket and I do my little dance and I tell Spirit, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because I don't even know what it is. I just know my hands itching. I'm like, hey, it's like my grandparents are saying, hey, somebody's about to come give you something. Just be ready. Even though I'm, leaving out the door with this crummy attitude right before my client walks in and tells me, hey, come on, do my hair. So, make a long story short, she hands me this envelope and there's $70 in it and I haven't even touched her head yet. And I'm like, are you sure you even want to give this to me? I haven't even done your hair. And she's like, no, baby. She said, God trying to give you something, you better take it. And so I did. And that's how cool it was. It was going to be the end of my day, but, Spirit, the angels, God, or whatever you want to call it, met me on my way out. Some people say, yo, you're going to do this, you're going to miss your blessing. It's not true. If something's meant for you, you're going to get it. What's meant for you is meant for you. She stopped me and she said, you know, rebuke that devil and come on and do my hair. And what's so cool about that is had seen her many times after that when she come in for me to do her hair again, and she could never even remember giving me that $70 tip that day. She said, baby, I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't remember that, but come on, come do my hair. And that's how powerful Spirit is when you're willing to receive your blessings. I found out through experience. People will help you, they will bless you, and they won't even remember. They'll just do it because they were led, because they were called, and it's something that they do. And so that's almost like contagious. That's what these messages are about. Excuse me. Let me clear my throat. It's crazy, it's like what doesn't want me to get this message out because someone really needs to hear it. Simple as that, you know? And so whatever it is that you're needing, you're just gonna have to accept that it is coming for you, because that's not what the Most High does. The Most High has something for you before you even in your mother's womb. Whatever you need, it's already prepared for you. Question is, are you prepared to receive it? And so I just kind of wanted to put that out there with the hostile takeover message, which is, you know, have you allowed something that didn't feel right to, be infectious and to wail on you and hold you down, like a big weight on your shoulders, and take over your attitude and cause you to be rude for no reason to someone, or, you know, in a situation where something may be far worse than what you're dealing with, and you're, you know, giving birth to that attitude every day. So, Real Tea Time Tarot, I almost forgot to say it, but you can send donations to paypal.me/Real Tea Time Tarot. And all of proceeds, benefits, donations, they will go towards the benefit of the collective of those that support my channel. Because we're going to eat where we are fed here. And I thank you so much.